Well, hello everyone. This is Richard Kadish, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. And today is October 9th, 2016. We're in Bluffton in the Haven, the Del Webb Seniors Only community, just 2 days after a hurricane struck Hilton Head Island and a tropical storm struck Bluffton. The Haven is on the west side of Bluffton. I'm here today to check up on a house that's being built by some of my clients here at number 19 Weeping Willow Drive, and there is absolutely no damage whatsoever to this house. It's kind of hit or miss in Bluffton, the main damage being caused in Bluffton because of Hurricane Matthew and Tropical Storm Gus. And here in Bluffton is just some power lines down, trees down, and branches down. And of course those trees fall on houses, they fall across roads. Here we have some new construction immediately next door in the framing stage, and you can see that none of that was destroyed or damaged in any way. They just didn't get much wind over here at the Haven. Looking around the street, we see that most people didn't even bother to board up. These houses of course do come with hurricane shutters. Very few people actually deploy them. I see that only two houses down the street deployed them. The rest of them did not. And again, my name is Richard Kadish. It's K-A-D-E-S-C-H. And my company is Go Gated Realty, like gated communities. And I'm the gated community specialist, ladies and gentlemen. And both Go Gated Realty and Gated Community Specialist are federally registered trademarks. I'm showing you this house as a buyer's agent with 41 years of local Hilton Head Island and Bluffton real estate experience. One of the things that I do for my clients when we go into the new home category is that if they want me to, as these people did, I do the walkthroughs for them and just check up on their home. So I know these people back in Fort Wayne, Indiana must have some anxiety about whether their new home under construction has received any damage, and it has not the first bit. In addition to which, I'll tell you that the building superintendent has locked the house. You typically don't see that at this time in the construction process. The garage has already been painted. It remains pristine. Flooding is not even an issue here because this is some of the highest ground in all of Beaufort County. And you can see there's no shingles missing, there's no soffit damage, just no damage of any kind whatsoever. I don't know that it would have been a good thing if the doors had been left or the windows had been left open, because then of course the winds could have taken the rain through the house, and that would not have been a good thing. But I have to say the building superintendent took good care here to lock down this house and make sure that it had every chance to avoid damage. So I'm very impressed with everything I see. Of course, these new homes, you know, are built so much better and so much stronger than the homes that get destroyed or damaged. I was talking to someone just today who rode out the storm over in another community, and their home got actually hit by three falling trees, and yet they had no roof leaks. And of course, an older home, those are the ones that have the shingles that get torn off, the roofs that, just different problems, of course. And then the older homes are generally built lower as well. Now this house is on a slab, and this entire land up here is probably about 30 plus feet above sea level. That may seem, if you're sitting back in some other part of the country, like an awfully low piece of land, but the flooding that occurred, as we hear, down in Hilton Head Island and in Sea Pines in particular, well, Sea Pines is in the 6 to 10 foot range, and of course when you add that to high tides and the surge and so forth, and this was a confluence because this Matthew hit right during the high tide between 1 and 2 a.m. and I understand the eye wall came right along the coast there, so the storm surge. I understand there was about 3 feet of water across the south part of Hilton Head Island, and just a lot of trees down. Well, for my clients in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I'm happy to report that their home is absolutely perfect. The whole neighborhood, I've driven through this neighborhood, haven't seen the first shingle off of any home, so Haven owners can rest assured that this is a good place to live, even in bad weather like we've just had on October 7th and 8th. Interesting side story about this home, by the way, is that these people, my clients, bought this home completely unseen. They actually bought the lot completely unseen. So they called me up, introduced themselves, said they wanted to hire me as their buyer's agent. Would I please go out and help them make a decision on a lot that they were trying to make up their mind between 2 different lots. And from Indiana, that was not easy to do based on a map. So I went out, I walked the lots, and I gave them my opinion. And interestingly enough, this lot was the superior lot, but it had the lesser lot premium. So kind of a counter to what they might have thought. Well, I am a former licensed South Carolina home builder, and I do help many of my clients through the new home process, and I enjoy that very much. In this case, we started with choosing the lot, a little bit unusual because people don't buy too many things unseen these days, but they chose their lot unseen. They already were familiar with the model. They've simply asked me to keep an eye on it for them, do the walkthroughs that are required during the construction process, and we've already done one of them. And I had a very extensive conversation with the building super about their construction techniques, and after 41 years in the business, I'm always still learning, and really appreciate their putting their trust in me. I'm available to do that for you too, ladies and gentlemen, be it a new home construction in one of the various neighborhoods here in Bluffton or with a resale. I would just invite you to call or email. Here's my contact information, and please call anytime. Let's get acquainted and talk about what's important for you. My name again is Richard Kadish. It's K-A-D-E-S-C-H, and my cell number is 843-684-2933, 843-684-2933, and my email address, rich@gogated.com. That's rich@gogated.com. And my website is gogated.com. Well, many of the homes that can be built for you by builders like Pulte or Village Park Homes, D.R. Horton, and others, K. Hovnanian as an example, many of the homes that they can build for us are not listed in the MLS. They're not on the mega sites like Trulia, Zillow, Homes.com, or Realtor.com. So even if you're doing a lot of gathering of information on the internet or so forth, I'm sure I can still be of help to you in acting as your agent, a buyer's agent. And the thing to keep in mind about buyer's agency is that I'm only paid by the commission that is offered already in the price of the listing or in the new build. I'm only paid at closing if you buy and when you close. So one way of saying it is that it just doesn't cost you anything more to have a buyer's agent on your side. And, well, you just never know when having a buyer's agent can make a difference for you. Recently, I negotiated a home with some buyers, a new home, and I was able to save them about $10,000 in their negotiation. And other of my buyers tell similar stories or are aware of that. So anyway, please keep me in mind when it's time for you to actually make your decision about who's going to represent you as your agent. I recommend you bring me in early in the process with information that can help you. I'll save you time. I probably can save you money. I'll certainly give you more confidence with information you can trust about the different areas that are available to you in Bluffton and the process, really the whole thing from A to Z, and my team. We're here for you. We work for you. We don't work for the developer or the builder. And so many of the agents, of course, that are my friends that I know well, and they're very friendly, capable people. Keep in mind they work for the builder, developer. They don't work for you. So much more to talk about. But anyway, I'm happy to report to my owners that this house is 100%. It's just a beautiful day here in Bluffton on October 9th. So please give me a call. Let's get acquainted. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, there are more at the Go Gated channel on YouTube. Please subscribe.